Dear students, welcome to unit number 5, topic 1, research reporting, contents, style and types of research report. When we discuss about report writing, the first thing that comes in our mind is what should be the content of the report. A research report has 3 parts. The first part is introductory. The second part is the objective based chapters, and the third part is the concluding chapter. The first part, that is introductory part, there are 4 subsections: the problem, the geographical context, the literature review and the research methodology. In the problem statement, we should describe the topic of our research, the theoretical background, the relevance of the topic, and the significance of the topic in social work. In the second part, we need to describe the profile of the area of research, the contextual analysis. We need to describe the geographical context of the research. The third part, we can explain the literature review. A review of the past researches conducted on the topic or any other related area of your research topic need to be reviewed and presented. Finally, the research methodology. Methodology means the objectives, the research questions, hypotheses, methods of data collection, the tools of data collection, and the methods and tools of data analysis, the time frame, etc. All these portions together make the introductory part. At master level research, all this can be in one single chapter, that is introduction. The next 3 to 5 chapters are the content, the real content of the research, that is the objective based or the data based chapters. In this part, all the primary and secondary data collected will be classified according to their objectives and shall be explained with the help of tables and diagrams. And the final part, that is concluding part, there is summary of the findings, or the major findings of the research shall be summarized here. Apart from summarizing the findings, there will be suggestions of the research. It will be appropriate to mention some limitations of the study, the challenges faced, researchers' observation, and also a few case studies. Now, coming to the style of the report, you can check the slides given. We follow a particular style of presenting the research report. In the slide you will see 3 columns. The first part is the preliminaries. In the preliminaries, there are 8 parts. The first one is the title page, followed by the certificate of the director, then certificate of the supervisor, then declaration by the student, followed by acknowledgement, table of contents, list of tables and list of figures. These are the preliminary pages which are required for presenting any research report. All these pages do not have the page number. Page number begins with the chapter 1 introduction. Now see in the second column the text, the body of the research report. In this example, 7 chapters are presented. The first chapter is introduction. The second, review of literature. Third, design of the study and profile of the area of the study. Chapter 4, 5 and 6 are the data-based or the objective-based chapters. Chapter 4 is socio-economic profile of respondents. Chapter 5 is problem faced by the respondent. Chapter 6, the measures of prevention of the problem. And finally the chapter 7, it is the conclusion. Now the last part, that is reference material, where you will find 2 subsections. One is the bibliography or the references used in the review of literature. And the last part, the interview schedule or any other tools which are used for collection of the data. Now in the title page, minimum 6 things are required. One is the title of the thesis, then the name of the research scholar, the degree for which the thesis is presented, name of the faculty and department, name of the institution, month and year of submission. You can find a sample title page given in the slide. You can also go through several past research submitted by the senior students that are kept in our library, and you can have an idea of the title page. Now, presentation and dissemination of research. There are 4 types of presentation of a research conducted. The first one is the qualitative or the quantitative report. The quantitative report is the research report that you have prepared based on the research findings, where the tables, diagrams, chart are prepared and presented. It's basically the numerical analysis. Quantitative report is the numerical analysis which includes the statistical part, the statistical analysis, diagrammatic presentation and the tabulated data. Then another type of research report is qualitative report. Qualitative report is gaining popularity now in social work research. One of the most popular qualitative report style is case study. Case study is presenting a detailed, a historical analysis of a successful experiment, successful social work intervention, a success story. Basically, the performance of a successful institution, village panchayat, particular group, community-based organization, or even an individual. The purpose of preparing case study is demonstrating successful intervention methodologies in social work. However, at master level, for you students, quantitative reports are necessary. You need to first of all gain competence and confidence in conducting quantitative research. A qualitative research may be conducted at a higher level at MPhil or PhD level. Once you complete the research, it can also be presented through audio-visual format. You can have poster presentation, you can have media presentation such as PowerPoint presentation or documentary. Such kind of presentations are made during the national level and international level conferences and seminars. Lastly, you can have a number of research-based publications. You can have journal article either in printed journal or online journal. You can also publish a book if you have conducted a research sincerely and seriously. You can publish a research-based textbook which will add to the body of the professional knowledge of social work. Otherwise, you can also prepare an article in edited books. Good researchers can be a good content for press release. The newspaper or the magazines, there can be special feature or an editorial or a cover story based on good researches conducted. Thank you. Dear students, welcome to unit number 5, topic 2, functions of research report. What are the functions of a research report? A research report has basically 3 functions. A research report is communicating the research finding along with the suggestions. The research is conducted based on some predetermined objectives, and a field study is conducted to substantiate certain hypotheses. Data is collected both from primary and secondary sources. All this data and the findings are classified as per the objectives, and they are systematically presented in a research report compiling all the research findings. Based on the findings, suggestions are evolved and presented to the government, to the non-governmental organization, and to all the stakeholders. Therefore, there is a practical use for every research. In the context of social work research, social work research is a problem-solving method. You analyze the field, identify the reasons for various social problems, present them systematically, and put forward your suggestions that will guide to certain solutions that can ultimately help the stakeholders to solve their problems. Second function of the research is that the research report becomes part of the general store of knowledge, which means research is the means of knowledge building. For any profession to grow, it requires a wide range of research, and research-based knowledge will expand the scope of the professional knowledge base. Any science or knowledge to grow, research is essential. So your research report becomes a part of the general body of the knowledge of the profession. Thirdly, publication of research findings brings forth more research questions to be answered and new hypotheses to be investigated further. Suppose you have suggested some interesting solutions and some other researchers may be inspired by these suggestions. They may try to validate or verify those suggestions, and those suggestions can become new hypotheses that can become basis for new research questions. Thus, research is a ongoing cycle. There is a cycle of social science researches. No research is an end in itself. It always gives rise to new researches. Thank you.